Con.
I mean Isaiah 31. Well, I can get 30 and 31. And then I know whatever you got, bro. Just bring it out, man.
All right, come.
I miss at the trap house, man. How you gonna go live? You just hit go live?
Okay, Con, we live, Akim.
Okay, kind.
All right, hey, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
We the brothers here from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. We're gonna get into a lesson real quick, but before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Dash.
Dash.
Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and safety and much love and blessings to the elect of Israel. So we basically gonna get into this lesson about how the chip, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Everything that's going on now is adding up to people taking that chip, and we can clearly see that right now.
That's right.
Because I'm just gonna go ahead and get the scripture, because this chip is gonna be implemented with people actually wanting to take it. This devil, he's gonna cause everybody to want to take this chip. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get the precept in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Verse 17, "And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the name of the beast, of the number of his name."
If I can say, with everything that's going on with this whole coronavirus, we through the spirit, we're revealing that it's just a hoax, for Esau, to basically push his plan, man, which is for everyone to take the mark of the beast, man. And this is just a trial run, basically, to see how the people are going to react. And as you can see, Esau got these people in the palm of their hands, man. Because what they're doing, they're they call themselves prepping, and preparing, for a troubling time, which ultimately is going to lead to them taking the chip, man. You got it, bro.
But yeah, we can easily see that, man. Because look at the stores, and they doing it real slick, man. This devil real slick if you think about it. They trying to put out the stimulus package. They gonna give people free money. They gonna chip us, or not us. They gonna chip them. When they try and get that money, or they send everybody a check in the mail, because they did this. They did this back in 2008, the first recession, and they sent everybody a check. But this time, this go around, it could be a check, it could be the chip. You know what I'm saying? But they probably just gonna tease everybody. They're gonna give you some money, give you a check, and then the next go around, they be like, okay, it's a little more serious now. Then we gotta put this implant in you.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks fearing like crazy, man. Folks losing their jobs, and it's not really the people. It's like the no, it's everybody. It's everybody. It's the company, the business owners. The people that's investing in stocks. The stock market finished, man.
Okay.
Food. The food done ran out at the grocery stores. Everything's shutting down. So we can see that this chip is going to be the solution to all these problems.
That's right. I know you said you had a precept.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Like the brother Solomon was saying, there's been instances where Esau gave Jake these stimulus packages, so they're entitled. They feel like they're entitled to get this stuff because they think that they're Americans. When Jake is still 3/5 of a man here, all right, and You gotta watch. You gotta watch out what Esau does as far as giving people gifts, man. The scripture say a gift destroys the heart, man. So
That's right.
you know, you know, we're not ignorant of what's going on out here with this COVID-19. Everybody freaking the fuck out
Yeah.
and going crazy. But that's why the scripture said wisdom and knowledge shall be established at time, man. Because we
That's right.
already know,
Hey, I got the definition of that word devices in that precept that you brought out. It's G3540, and it's noima, and it says a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose that one thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So Satan's device is ultimately an evil purpose, man. Which boils down to that chip. Because as the brother read, Revelation the 13th chapter, if you take that chip, you through, man. Point blank period. There ain't no turning back, man.
That's right.
That's why us brothers here at GMS, starting with the apostles and the elders on down, this whole time, we've been pushing the chip, man. Which majority of you other camps don't, man. You may believe that the mark of the beast is a chip, but you don't push it like GMS, man. Because ultimately, we know once you get that chip or that mark, man, there's no turning back. Got it, bro.
But yeah, man, like we saying, man, we all over the place. You see this here. We can't even do all jobs like we want to because, not to go into what I do, but I can't even really do nothing. I can't even do my job, man. If folks, I might need to get access to a building. They like, hey, you can't even come in here.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking in our group chat earlier about who brothers who do ride share. It's pretty much coming to an end, man.
Yep.
These people are scared. They're scared to make contact. With society, so to speak, and they're gonna look for that comfort. We always said that Esau is going to use the chip basically to comfort the people, man. And if any brother didn't have a precept, I had one.
I got one after you.
Okay, come on. I'll read this one quick. This is Isaiah chapter 31 to 30. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." So the scriptures say, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, man. Looking, for that help. When us men, the hopeful elect, we look toward Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for help, man. We're not running to Esau for food or for water, or for, carnal things. We're running to the Lord, like the precept that the brother I not quoted, Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, not Esau, man. So that y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, when you go into
I just want to say, Yahweh Shai gonna have it where we don't need to go to Esau. In the time of Jacob's trouble, of course we gonna reject this chip, and we might not have no money, we might not have no food, nothing to drink, but hey, the Lord gonna make a way that we make it, man.
That's right.
And that comes with faith. Faith and doing this work, and also like the brother said, the wisdom and the knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah, because we've been in situations, whether we were before we came into the truth or during the truth, but we didn't have a so-called pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but the Lord provided, man. So there's always been situations where we were stuck in, and the Lord got us out. How much more now, when this chip is going to be made mandatory? We don't know the time of the hour, but we know it's coming soon, according to prophecy.
And
that's right. I got one in Isaiah 19. It says, Isaiah 19:14, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggers in his vomit. And through the course of time, man, there's not any more brick and mortar shops or brick and mortar mom and pop businesses, man.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you try to do something illegal, man, Esau is on top of it, man.
Yeah.
He's shutting stuff down. Verse
Mm-hmm.
15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So, like the opposite was saying, man, it's getting to a point where Uber, Lyft, the
Yeah.
retail industry,
Oh,
the
the
food industry,
airports.
airport, yep,
Mm-hmm.
the hospital. They're gonna start
Yeah.
laying people out these hospitals, man.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna need a janitor on the 12th floor? When
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, when they try to cut back, because this is affecting the whole economy, man.
Yeah.
And we don't know when this this so-called stimulus package is coming, man.
Yeah.
You know.
But hey, I got something real quick if you brothers don't mind.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. And it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. So that's what's going on now, man. The work is coming to an end, and can't nobody see no way out of this.
That's right.
The only way out is to take the chip.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they come, like I said, they might have some slick plan just to feed you into it before they actually implement it, making it mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, man, the way everything going now. The only way to bounce this economy back is with these people fearing is to say, hey, the only way you can get back on track is if you take this implant. And everybody gonna take it, man.
Hey,
Everybody except for the elect. You know what I'm saying?
John, just to add to your point, how you said, the only way to implement this is for them to take the chip. Because even with, the whole NBA situation, with these Rudy Gobert's and Kevin Durant and what's his name, Donovan Mitchell, hey, these people not gonna want to play against them knowing that they had the coronavirus.
Right.
Only way they gonna want to play against them is when as if they took that vaccine, man.
That's right.
Yep.
Which they claim that they're coming up with, but who knows, man? That vaccine could be the chip.
Yep.
We spoke about how that device goes to that evil purpose.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say too, like, don't just think these athletes just sitting home on their ass. Like, you got Trey Young on TikTok talking about, take time to get active. Which, I mean, he is true. You got to get active too. You got to do what you got to do. Stay in shape. But for one quick minute, don't think that Esau ain't using these celebrities like your big boys, LeBrons, and Kevin Durant and all these other what's also boy's name play for Golden State, Curry. Don't think for 1 second that he ain't gonna use these athletes to push the chip, especially if them got it out.
Oh no, you got it.
Now I said, don't think for 1 minute that these Esau ain't using these top athletes to push this chip, man. What I'm saying?
Hey, they was Salakia for cutting you off, but they was doing it a couple of years back. How they had the chip implemented in their warm-up suits.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And they had the athletes promoting it, man. So and these athletes have that huge following as well, man. Charlotte, you have more on your precept?
No, I just wanted to add something to what you were saying. I think they was using that chip in those jerseys where somebody could scan it with a phone or something, and it'll tell them where they bought it from, and it'll basically pop up on the phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Hey, I had one. If any brother ain't had one.
I did want to finish. This Ecclesiastes real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4, it says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low."
It said, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets." And we're going into that with some states such as New York. Who else? San Francisco. You know, over in California, they already on that quarantine, man. What other state? Jersey. You know, they already what they say, 14 days.
Yeah,
14
we know
days.
it's gonna be longer than that.
Yeah, but you never really trust in Esau's numbers because they can say 14 days and it can end up being that because they're not talking about everything being back to normal, so to speak, until August. You know, that's months down the line, man. Imagine the amount of money that this place loses from April. Well, you got the rest of March, April, May, June, July. That's 6 months, man.
Yeah.
You know,
and the economy is already what in so-called $23 trillion in debt. So, hey, that's going to even add more to it, man. Say hypothetically this thing lasts long, man. It's probably going to be $30 trillion in debt for this country, and Esau's going to flip it and be around. Well, it was you people we had to give the money to, and don't be surprised that your government is going to turn you into a terrorist, man. You know, that's what our apostles and elders been saying, man.
You have more on your preset, Shalimar?
Con. I was making sure the spring was still going.
Okay.
But yeah, it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
It says all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Even with the entertainment aspect, such as these rappers and singers, man. They're not even doing concerts right as of right now, man.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people postponing their albums and shoe sales and everything because of this virus, man. And it's all Esau's plans. Hey, going back to the title of the lesson, is to push towards the mark of the beast, man. You know, making these people feel as though once they check that chip, all right, now everything can be back to normal. Literally, they know the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh is going to crack them clouds, man. You know, and those who resisted, the ways of this system and stuck to the scriptures, those are the ones who are going to be saved, man. You know, and Lord willing, we are those men who endure and push through these troubling times, man. You know, through prayer, through faith and fasting. All these things is going to ultimately lead to our salvation, man.
That's right.
You got something right now?
Since the land back on that, let me go to 2 Peter right quick. All right, this is 1 Peter, well actually 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10.
Oh, that's the spirit, man.
Oh God.
It says, that's the spirit, man.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start from verse 4. Right, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. And there's a lot of people that's just gonna get caught up in that lust in these days, man.
Yeah.
You see it happening with our people. If you go to the grocery store, man, they got that greed spirit on them, man.
Oh man.
It's just true, man.
Extra greedy, man.
Yeah, extra greedy, man. Verse 5, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience. And we're gonna have to be patient these times, man. I mean, who's to say how long this thing gonna play out? We gotta be patient, man.
Yeah, scripture said, "Woe unto you who have lost patience, man."
Oh man, we had a perfect example of that today, man.
Yeah.
Not to get off topic, but that put fear in my heart, man. I was like, God damn.
All
right. It says, and to patience, godliness, verse 7, and to godliness, brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness, charity, because that's going to be key, man. That's why our brothers is linking up a little bit more. If we can't link up together, we're going to link up to the live stream,
we making our bodies a living sacrifice, man. Here it is. 11:30 on a weekday. Brothers gotta wake up. Hey, this brother already on on the plantation, man. Brothers got to get up, early in the morning, but here it is. We're still pushing these prophecies, man.
Good.
We're still getting it in and getting it out. Hey, still going out to the highways and byways, man. Still, praying and fasting, still linking up with the brothers, man. Doing everything that's necessary because what in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, it tells us to redeem the time, man. The scriptures tell us the time that we're going into, man. And all of you who forsake the truth and want to go back and turn into the world, look what the world is giving you now, man.
Nothing. Pretty much nothing, man.
Right.
Not a damn thing. I just want to add something real quick, man. This truth, like you were saying, this truth can't be stopped, man. We still gonna do the work, no matter what. They just put out a new order that first it was 250 people in the group, then they said 100 people, then they said 50 people, then they said 20, then they done put it all the way down to 10.
Last time I checked, it was like 5.
For real?
It was 5.
Yeah,
5.
Wow. See, I haven't even heard that. I heard it was 10. Yeah. What you think we're gonna do? We're gonna still go to camp and we're gonna be in smaller groups.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Esau want to roll up, it might be 4 brothers to a group, still holding camp. I mean, this word still gonna get out.
Yeah. And ultimately, if I could kind of land back on your point, ultimately the Lord is gonna remove us from the streets, man.
Yep, come.
Because it's at a point in time where this word is out there, man. Brothers have been diligent, man. Doing the videos throughout the week and going out to the highways and hedges. The apostles, been diligent for 30 plus years. Longer than some brothers even been born, man. So a lot of Israel can't say that they didn't hear the truth, man. You got it out now. So like it.
All right, continuing on, it says, 2 Peter 1:8. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that you shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. But he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see or far off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. And like I said, we don't want to fall into that category. Even our bishop, the live stream before the Passover service was about being fruitful, man. So we got to learn how to be fruitful in our day-to-days. And also in this ministry, man, because while people are bugging out, man, we got the fruits of the spirit. Now, we're not blind and ignorant, man, but people are going to see a difference in us if we continue to do these things that Peter said, and they're going to be like, something's different about this guy. Well, all hell's breaking loose.
Yeah.
It was that guy at my job that was the janitor, or the guy that was taking out the trash, or whatnot. Different about that guy, and then that guy, that brother is going to be damn near doing miracles.
That's right.
And leading people, leading the 1/3 into a safe haven, man. To the spirit and power of Yahweh Shalom.
That's right, brother. Hey, if I could add to your point, hey, the brothers, that whole ISUPK situation, that happened, with the brothers of GMS out in Pittsburgh, that shows you that was a great example, man.
Mm-hmm.
How those guys are being carnal, but those guys stuck to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically showing you who the Lord is dealing with, man. He deals with the low.
That's right.
And if I can add, man, if you think about it, it seemed like them brothers I can't even call them brothers, but them ISUBK guys, it seemed like they had the spirit of Satan dealing with them, because all of these prophecies that need to be pushed right now, they want to come over and try and take over a block.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that needs to be put out there and that needs to be taught at these times, people actually need to hear this. And I'm pretty sure it was people out there, it was brothers, probably some sisters out there, looking at the stream when the brothers out there recording, and ISUBK pretty much stopped the word from flowing out, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just hindering the word.
Yeah, that's Satan, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to take a time out. I want to say shalom to the brother GMS Child of Light, and he put the precept real quick.
Yeah.
I want to get it's Luke chapter 21 and 19. It says, "In your patience possess ye your soul."
Mm-hmm.
So right now, all we got to do now is just be patient. We pretty much locked in. We know what's about to happen. We know what the future holds for us. We know the reward that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh has in store for us. All we have to do is keep going and do it to the end, and we're gonna get that reward.
That's right. That's right, brother. Hey, I had a quick one.
You got it.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell there." To try them that dwell upon the earth. So y'all, because we kept that patience, and waited, upon the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for his return, and he's going to keep us from the from the famine, from the pestilence, Jacob's trouble, and the missiles, all because we kept that patience and endured, man. Because a lot of guys basically have turned their back on the Lord because they didn't have that patience, man. They couldn't stay down, man. They didn't have any integrity. Y'all brothers got it.
I got one real quick to land back.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. So us listening to know how, if we have to be martyrs for this truth, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have so much faith that it's not gonna hurt. It says no evil, you should feel no evil thing. Right? And at the same time, us listening to know how we both know how to discern time and judgment. Look at Jake right now. Jake is getting caught up over Tom Brady joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, is you trying to tell this place is finished? I mean, come on, man. This nigga might not even get to play a down in the NFL. And then today is still St. Patrick's Day. And if you go on your day to day, Jake got all this green on, even though some of our people are so-called Irish people, because that's the real Irish people, not you Edomites. You start to see that Jake is not discerning the times that we're in, man. Everything is a game. Jake is always trying to get it at the last minute until it's too late. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, we told y'all, man. We told y'all this thing was going to happen to get right and to know what time you in. But our people just, they want the next circus and show so they can be entertained and feel good here at Babylon.
That's right.
Hey, brothers, y'all got anything else you might be ready? You might want to close up, or you want to keep going?
I got one we could close off on.
I got one too.
Oh, well, you can close off on your precept, right?
Okay, you want to get yours first? You want me to get mine?
I'll go ahead and read mine real quick.
Okay, come.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, they take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So going back to the topic of the lesson, these people are ultimately going to take counsel, of our oppressors, man, of these heathen nations. By what? By taking that chip. Esau was going to tell them, here, take this. You can get food. They may link it to the stimulus package, his brother was saying, to provide for their family, instead of listening to the men of the Lord, because the scripture tells us, that the Lord basically sent us to warn the people, man. To warn the people of what to do and what not to do, man. We're just the vessels, So it says, verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So those same guys or people, that were backing, Egypt, saying, hey, let's go back to Egypt. When the Lord let them out, through the grace and mercy, them same guys are back today. Why? Because we're showing you the path to walk down. You know, but what you're turning back and going to Pharaoh, man, which is a so-called white man.
That's right.
You know, that's exactly what your people are doing, man. You know, that's why we always say we don't have an ounce of sorry in our spirit for you, because at the end of the day, we're telling you, man.
Yes, right.
You know, we're telling you, man, that everything that Esau has planned and is planning on doing, that's why we're the prophets. You know, because we're telling you everything that's happening, man. You know,
Right.
so yeah, that was it on that.
Okay, I want to get I want to get the second Ezra chapter 16 and 21. It says, "Behold, victual shall be good. Victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case." And you know, that's when that chip get implemented. You know, you're gonna have all the money. They probably gonna give you good credit. You know, they're gonna tell you that you can get a house, a car you want. You know, your job probably gonna help.
No
But
interest
all of
rate.
a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It said, "Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion." You know, folks ain't gonna know what the hell going on. They ain't gonna know what the hell to do. You know, even now, man, folks confused as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like we said before, all of this stuff is heading up to the chip, and we can easily see that.
That's right, bro.
You know, even as food, man, everything is cheap. It's easy to get to. The gas down to $1.70.
Yeah.
$1.79. You know, living is real easy. And that chip gonna make it even easier. But guess what? It's gonna bring that destruction.
That's right, bro.
But your brothers got anything else?
Nah, ain't nothing else.
All right, well, we're gonna close it out. Once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahweh by Hashem,
Kakadash.
double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that follows the truth. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.